Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode of the White Collar Players Immersive mod series for Fallout 4. These items we have for you today will complete our load order for our immersively modded game. So after today's episode, we will be moving into the playthrough using all of the mods we have shown during this series. We hope you're as excited as we are, so let's not wait any longer. While the Brotherhood has their vertibirds and the Institute has their relay, the Minutemen do not have a very good viable mode of transportation for the player. Minuteman Caravan-Pingblaha seeks to correct this issue by allowing the player to build caravan posts at settlements. At these posts, the players can talk with the caravaneers to tag along with their Brahmin train to any previously discovered location. However, we feel that to use this mod completely immersively, the player should only use the caravan post to travel between settlements that already have a supply route established. The requirements for building the caravan posts are reasonable, however, we think that the price of 500 caps for simply allowing a member of the Minutemen who established and built up the settlement as well as set up the provisioning route is a bit high, so we lowered it to 100 caps to reflect the cost of assigning a settler to man the post. Unfortunately, Minuteman Caravan is not available for consoles as of yet. Nonetheless, this is a fantastic mod by Pingblaha for adding more usefulness to the settlements, as well as providing a very immersive form of fast travel to the many settlements dotting the Commonwealth. Because we use better power armor, which we have covered in a previous episode, enemies in power armor are extremely powerful and highly deadly. To combat the expanding influence of the Brotherhood in the Commonwealth, some gunners have devised an ingenious solution. Thanks to Shoeburglar, after level 20 you can find different variations of the Makeshift anti-material rifle in the hands of higher level gunner mercenaries. This rifle is a handmade, single-shot weapon chambering 50 or 308 caliber rounds designed specifically for penetrating the dense steel that surrounds the Brotherhood's paladins. Because of its handcrafted design, this anti-material rifle is very modular with many mods available for it at the weapons workbench. A fantastic new weapon by Shoeburglar, which is also available on Xbox One, the Makeshift anti-material rifle is perfect for taking down any highly armored enemy. The Wattz 3000 Laser Gun by DeadPool2099, Haru, and friends is a new iteration on the classic Wattz 2000 laser weapon. This gun has a wonderful history behind it and is detailed on the mod page, but in summation, this laser weapon is a new version from Wattz Electronics that has been tweaked by the Institute in the post-war years so that they can supply their coursers with a long-range, high-powered energy beam to disable runaway synths. However, the original design from Wattz features a highly modular construction which makes the weapon capable of transforming into a pistol or even an automatic combat rifle. In terms of damage, this weapon can be modified to pack a punch on par with the Gauss rifle, making it probably the most powerful energy weapon in the game. You can expect to find the Wattz 3000 among the more advanced groups in the Commonwealth. This fantastic new energy weapon includes amazing custom animations, exceptional textures, and high-quality models all in one package. A must-have mod for any Commonwealth wanderer with a tendency toward energy weapons, the Wattz 3000 Laser Gun will soon be available for Xbox users as well. Fantastic work by this group of authors, we are very excited to have this new take on an old favorite in our game.
On the north side of the train.
The piece de resistance to any immersively modded playthrough for Bethesda games is an alternate start mod. By far the best option for Fallout 4 is Start Me Up by TinyManticore. When launching a new game, everything starts as normal, but a menu opens right as you are about to leave the bathroom. One of the fantastic design aspects to this mod is that all of the startup menus are written to make it feel as though what is occurring is a dream, and by remembering, you can wake up and return to reality. While this feature is fantastic for pulling you into your character's story, it can be a bit confusing to determine what the various options actually do. We will quickly go over the different options for these menus and the different paths that they can take you down. The first three options you are presented with determine which starting path you want to pursue. Choosing the "this is only a dream, I need to wake up" option is the full alternate start with all options for choosing your playthrough. The "this is a memory, I don't want to relive this" option is a quick start button, which places you straight into your pod in Vault 111 at the point where you are able to exit it and the story continues as normal. The "this is a memory, let's stay here a while" option essentially functions as a cancel button, which allows the story to progress as it does in vanilla. Following the waking up path, you are then asked to recall the last thing you remember. At this point, you can choose the "I was in the Commonwealth and had just stopped to rest," which continues into picking all of the details for your alternate life. The "I had just entered a pod in the vault" choice puts you in your Vault 111 pod, but this time, Sean isn't your child, and that was not your spouse that was killed. You are simply a survivor from Vault 111 with no relation to anyone else. Following the "I was in the Commonwealth" path, you are then presented with all of the options for setting up your character. First is choosing your special stats, then choosing your unique traits, much like the system in Fallout New Vegas. The "what am I doing with my life" option determines what sort of gear you might have and can potentially affect your starting location if you choose to leave the "where was I" option blank. However, selecting one of the choices for "where was I really" will override the random selection process and place you where you indicated. The "what do I have with me" menu allows you to select your general wealth, ranging from basically broke to nearly full inventory. The "how much do I know" menu allows you to choose what level you want to start at, which ranges from 1 to the several hundreds, which is great for wanting to have a few early perks already unlocked. The "I'm not sure who I am" option essentially functions as a reset button for your previous choices and allows you to start over if you change your mind. Once you have filled in everything, you are taken to a review menu where you can again make changes to the previous selections or allow them to be decided randomly. Once you are satisfied with your setup, you can choose "I'm ready" to start your game with the parameters that you have filled in. These menus are quite extensive, and the numerous options provided allow for nearly limitless playthrough styles. Start Me Up is unfortunately not available for consoles, but is nonetheless a critical piece to any immersive playthrough for Fallout 4. We applaud TinyManticore for the painstaking work required to create this add-on, which also features hundreds of dialogue edits, which makes Start Me Up hands down the best alternate start mod for Fallout 4.
What the hell was that? Nothing there now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings our immersive mod series for Fallout 4 to a close. We sincerely hope you have enjoyed the nearly 140 items we have covered in this series, and that you will join us for the immersively modded playthrough, which will begin very soon. If you have an idea of what sort of playthrough you want to see, leave it in the comments below and we will be sure to consider it. Thank you all very much for joining us today, and please remember to leave an endorsement for any mod that you download and enjoy. These authors work very hard for our benefit, and we would not be talking to you today if it wasn't for their labor. At this time, our load order for Fallout 4 is essentially complete, but should any mods come along that are worth installing during the playthrough, we will be sure to give them a proper review as well. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time when the white-collar players take on the Commonwealth.